And looking to get involved as well. Here we go, the season finale for the Club 100 Senior Championships in the lightweight sprints is going. It's a good start for those on the pole side of the grid. Advantage Dylan. Reitman up to P2. It's a good start for Harrison Kirkham as well, who's up to third place. Andrew McWilliam's got to be patient right now, but he's going to be down to around fifth place because Rory O'Regan has had a good start as well. Fraser Brunton is in there. It's the black and orange with the white helmet wizards that look pretty much the same. It is Rory O'Regan, though, ahead of Fraser Brunton as they come down through Pullmans for the first time. That is just the start that Dante Dillon wanted.
Yeah, and Kirkham has got by on Andrew McWilliam. That's also significant in that as well. But you were saying, Andrew, if Kirkham gets to the front and Dillon is second, that will still go the way of Dante Dillon. Yeah. So it's a good start from Kirkham. Ed Bars hasn't had anything go wrong with the start. It just also hasn't been a spectacular move up the order yet. Another cautious start, let's say, from Ed Bars. He's going to play himself into this gradually. It is a 12-minute race. Interesting little bit of body language there between, he's played the dummy, has Andrew McWilliam. He pointed Harrison Kirkham forward, and Harrison Kirkham bought it. And McWilliam goes down the inside, takes P3. Absolutely, and Kirkham needed to be careful there because he was almost, he did have a wheel on the grass there. He goes wide around the bollards as well because Rory O'Regan's attacking him now. That was a costly moment for Kirkham, and as you say, Andrew, sold the dummy there from Andrew McWilliam. What was the phrase you used earlier? I like it, the dark arts of the sport. Well, that is third place for Andrew McWilliam at the moment. Dante Dillon, though, with the fastest lap of the race, has almost got that gap out to a second now against Miles Reitman. Miles Reitman, then, is quote-unquote in the way of some of our key championship players, and so too now is Rory O'Regan down the inside of Harrison Kirkham at hairpin number 2. Ed Bars still in 9th place, Andrew. He is not making inroads here as he needs to. Penalty for Oliver Johnson, one of the drivers through from the B final restart on the grass. That is a big no-no in Club 100. So that's going to be Oliver Johnson out of contention in this one. Who has got anything in the locker to take to Dante Dillon? Dante's just going to push harder. Is it Rory O'Regan? Rory O'Regan down the inside of Andrew McWilliam. Not one of the championship contenders, but in very, very good form. I'm really looking forward, if it's going to be the case, to a full season in senior sprints next year from Rory O'Regan. He's surprised a lot of people as there's side-by-side moments. Sam Lovelace, who won here at the very start of the season, getting involved, has got ahead of Harrison Kirkham. Ed Bars is still down there in around 9th place. Is tucked behind Zach Watson at the moment in the 282. 9 minutes to go. Here comes O'Regan down the inside. This is going to be an interesting phase of this race now for me, Howard. Has Rory O'Regan got the pace with a little bit of a bump draft from Miles Reitman behind to claw in a 1.6 second gap to the championship leader, Dante Dillon? At the moment, O'Regan and Reitman are doing a favour for Dillon. They're keeping all his other championship threats at bay. But if they start to eat into this gap to Dante Dillon, suddenly they might be attacking him and depriving him of points. Dillon needs to try and keep the pace up here if he wants to take this comfortably. Ed Bars there, still struggling to make progress here up through the field. I think he's got by on Zach Watson because he now looks to me out there to be on the tail of Fraser Brunton. So I think Ed Bars has made one position up to 8th place, but that championship, and there he was putting a move in on Fraser Brunton into Garda. He's got that move done. So the number 4 is now up to 7th place, but he's got to start moving up the order if he's going to keep anything of his championship winning hopes alive here. He's definitely on the back foot of the top 4 who could take this. Lap times last time around. Dante Dillon, 47.229. Rory O'Regan, 46.861. Dante, he's coming to get you. It's the junior charger who's already had 2 A final wins so far this season, has been doing the last few rounds of the seniors. He knows this place so well as Sam Lovelace is wide in the background, and that was in a battle with Harrison Kirkham. To be clear, right now, Dante doesn't need to win this race. Second place would still be enough, as here comes Andrew McWilliam down the inside of Miles Reitman. McWilliam starting to build
Yep, good bit of pace there, up to P3. The gap between first and second for the first time since the very start of this race, Howard, is less than a second.
It is. Sam Lovelace now down the inside of Miles Reitman as well. Now Harrison Kirkham is trying to find a way through on Reitman, but he can't do anything about it. There's Ed Bars as well in 7th place, as I said. But Kirkham and Bars are going to need something special now, I think, for this to really come back their way. There is Dante Dillon. Needs to be careful of track limits as well. Don't forget, any penalty, and he can't win it. As that was Kirkham putting a move in on Reitman. So a few changes there on that last lap. Dante Dillon in second. Again, the gap's come down by another 2.5 tenths of a second, though. Rory O'Regan is pushing here. Andrew McWilliam up to third. Sam Lovelace in fourth. Harrison Kirkham in fifth. Still Ed Bars struggling to make progress there in 7th place to get by on Miles Reitman.
Dante Dillon said at the start of the day that he expected games to be played. Could we see a scenario here where Rory O'Regan, if he can find a way, and it's a big if at the moment, if he can find a way ahead of Dante Dillon, would he start to maybe help out some of his friends further behind? We've already seen a bit of collaboration in the finals today. Big move from Ed Bars, moving himself up the order past Miles Reitman to P6. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Track limit warning for Andrew McWilliam. Remember, that is still a scenario in play as well. For McWilliam, Kirkham and Dillon, they are all on a knife edge. They are all very close to 15 total places of deductions across the whole season. McWilliam on 12, Kirkham on 13, Dillon on 11. If they hit 15, if they have one ABC bump and pass, one track limit warning advantage, it's going to be a 5-point penalty on the final scores. Rory O'Regan has caught up to Dante Dillon now.
Yep.
How does Rory O'Regan play this?
Bit of housekeeping. The start of the lap, you saw Fraser Brunton going by on Miles Reitman. Nothing in terms of the championship significant there. Does mean, though, that if Zach Watson can catch up onto the back of Reitman, he might be looking for the Class 2 honours. And here goes Rory O'Regan up the inside of turns 1 and 2. And he's got that job done on Dante Dillon. Has Dillon got anything by way of a response? He's going to be on the outside for hairpin 2. Will he try and get the switch back? Will O'Regan park his cart on the apex? It looks like a fairly normal line there. But yeah, that is Dante Dillon down to 2nd place. Andrew McWilliam in 3rd. That's still, by my maths and memory, going the way of Dillon.
Yep, still his 5 points would be the advantage. This is really, really tense moment for Dante Dillon, because Rory O'Regan will just want to get an A final win here. What is the pace like for McWilliam? That's going to be very telling right now. 47.2 for O'Regan, 47.5, 46.8, 46.5 for, whoa, where has Harrison Kirkham's pace all of a sudden come from?
So to be clear, McWilliam and Kirkham have just taken big chunks out of the lead that Dante Dillon had, and Dillon's going for it. I think he feels that he's got to here. He's got to take the pace. He's gone for it on Rory O'Regan, and he's back to the lead, and he's got to push now, because if O'Regan comes back past him, I think he knows. He's like, you're driving a bit slow for my liking, sunshine. He's gone wide, though, and O'Regan will be through. Dante Dillon can't keep his foot. He can't gain an advantage there by running off, and he's back down to 2nd place, except this time the gap to Andrew McWilliam behind him is visibly lower.
And this is the tense thing now for Dante Dillon. If he's going to get through, it's got to be the squeakiest of squeaky clean. He's not got through at the moment, but look at Andrew McWilliam closing in. Bit of a switchback from Dillon. Brilliantly done. Can he get across? Oh, there's a little bit of a touch and a contact and a rub there between Dillon and Rory O'Regan, and here comes Andrew McWilliam. Through goes Dillon into the lead.
He still went through despite all of that. Difficult stuff there on the track limits, because he didn't really have anywhere to go at that point. He was fully alongside Rory O'Regan, kept his foot in it, but it's brought McWilliam right into this one. Harrison Kirkham well, and now Ed Bars gets past Sam Lovelace. So the top 5 contain all of the top 4 championship players, and Rory O'Regan is the disruptor in 2nd place. Look how defensive Dante Dillon is going, but he's got to be careful, because if he goes too defensive, and there goes McWilliam past on O'Regan, he's through and up into 2nd place. This is it, folks. It's all coming to the boil now. Dante Dillon in the lead, but there goes Rory O'Regan, and that's allowing Harrison Kirkham to pull alongside on Andrew McWilliam, and Kirkham keeps his foot in it through the S's, and now Kirkham is through and up into third place.
This is on a knife edge. 2 minutes to go. Dante Dillon, to be clear, we've not seen any notifications come through. Oh, McWilliam gets very close to the bollard. Dillon's got to go defensive. He's got to go defensive on every single corner. Rory O'Regan's going to try and go round the outside. 3 wide. Harrison Kirkham over the inside into Cafe Corner. Harrison Kirkham takes the lead.
They're all
3 of them are off the road. Into turn 1. Kirkham leads. McWilliam. Dillon's out. Dillon's out. And that is the end of the championship bid for Dante Dillon. He's going to fall short again. 1 minute and 30 to go. We're down to 3. Kirkham leads. McWilliam's through. McWilliam's through again, and remember, it's the same situation for McWilliam. If he wins, it doesn't matter what anybody else does. He will be lightweight sprint champion. Oh, in comes I knew that was going to confuse me at some point. Rory O'Regan comes flying in, but Fraser Brunson's there as well. Sam Lovelace and Ed Barr's 5th and 6th. 1 minute to go, 2 laps to go. Andrew McWilliam's lead is 0.8 of a second. Harrison Kirkham's out wide, has got it sewn up there, has held on to 4th place. Andrew McWilliam's just got to drive now. He's just got to drive the fastest lap and a half, 1,500 metres away from becoming, for the first time ever, Club 100 Senior Lightweight Sprint Champion.
Harrison Kirkham would need something really special here. It's the penultimate lap, to be clear. Ed Barr's got passed on by Sam Lovelace at the end of last lap. So even though he was rising up the order, he made it up into the top 5. He's now down to 6th place. Andrew McWilliam, through Cafe Corner, will see the last lap board, the last lap of the senior sprint season for lightweights. And it's advantage McWilliam. Ed Barr's is still there. In fact, he's gone back further. He's behind Bin Sahale now, is Ed Barr's. There is Rory O'Regan on McWilliam's tail. And there's Fraser Brunson as well between McWilliam and Kirkham. I don't want to jinx this, but we're running out of things that can happen to deny this of Andrew McWilliam. But there goes Rory O'Regan for the lead into Garda. That's a big move and significant for the win, but it is not going to have a bearing on the championship. Rory O'Regan will cross the line to take the win. Andrew McWilliam finishes second.